more instruction. That rule is no chess on Rosh Hashana. So that's it. That's my farewell. That and the earnest, fervent wishes and blessings that you succeed in this endeavor. Never ever play chess on Rosh Hashana. Childhood, Rabbi Dr. Abraham J. Twersky, who was a very well-known Rav, psychiatrist, addictions expert. He was also a chess champion. In his own words, I could beat anybody. He was 10 years old. One Rosh Hashanah, there was a visiting rabbi staying in his house. The rabbi challenged him to a game of chess. So he hesitated. He said, on Rosh Hashanah? And the rabbi said, what's the problem? You're allowed to play chess on Rosh Hashanah. He said, okay. They played a match. And then a second one. Later on, his father asked to see him in his study. His father came into the study and he found his father poring over a large volume and he waited to be recognized. After a long moment, his father looked up at him and said, you played chess on Rosh Hashanah? So he was ashamed. And he confirmed for his father that the rumor is true. So his father was astonished. Chess on Rosh Hashanah? Yom Adin? The holiest day of the year? Then his father was silent. And the young Abraham, he knew and he understood that, well, technically, yes, it's permissible to play chess on Rosh Hashanah. It's not in the spirit of the holiday. It's hardly an appropriate way to spend the day. So he stood there silently, waited for his father to dismiss him. To signal the end of a conversation, his father would say, Geh Gesundheit. So he was waiting to be dismissed. Geh Gesundheit, you can go. His father was looking back at his book, and after a long moment, he looked up at him and he said, you beat him? His face lit up, and he said, twice? So his father smiled big and said, Geh Gesundheit. Rabbi Twersky would tell this story often throughout his life. And he would point out that the quick question at the end of the conversation, you beat him, made the whole experience a very positive one. His father was very disappointed, and he wanted to let him know. But his father adored him, and he was not going to let him walk out of his study feeling bad about himself. So he left his father's study that day, not feeling hurt, not feeling resentful, but feeling remorse, proud for having won, and determined not to let down his father, who loved him so much. The idea that a Jew is a Jew is a Jew, somebody who spent time out bringing mitzvahs to Jews, you often hear, I don't do that. I'm not religious. It's like we do mitzvahs to be Jewish. It's like we do mitzvahs to earn God's love. It's like we serve Him in order to be accepted by Him. We're given mitzvahs because He loves us. So after this final instruction, no chess on Rosh Hashanah, I want you guys to leave this year and come away with this appreciation. We may have spent a lot of time over the last 2, 3, 4 years navigating through rules and regulations and a long list of do's and don'ts, rewards and consequences, and the constant din of teachers and coaches pointing out more and more ways to improve. But you must know that it comes from a great sense of respect and love. Leave here today knowing that it was never an attempt to make you worthy of admiration. It was an expression of admiration. I badgering you to do what's right and to stay away from mediocre? Not because then you'd be precious and admirable. It's because you already are both of those things. Have you ever stopped to notice what a great group of guys you are? It's a terrific group. Smart, kind, and funny, and loyal. So all the rules and the restrictions was an attempt to coax out the best in you. It would be painful to see you disappoint yourself. It would be sinful to let you disappoint yourself. And I'm endlessly proud of every one of you. So, do I want you to play chess on Rosh Hashana? Or any of the other should-nots that we spoke about over the last few years? No. Not because of who I want you to become, because of who you already are. Hashem has blessed you with everything you need to get out there and be amazing. And we've already begun to see the beginnings of that. Hope is that you'll come to respect yourselves so truly and authentically that you'll come to see the countless rules, guidelines, mitzvahs, restrictions, not as an insult or a nuisance. It's an expression of somebody who believes in you greatly and dearly wants you to grow into the best possible version of yourself. Boys, it's been a pleasure and an honor. And as you grow in your self-confidence and inner strength, lean into your Yiddishkeit, shouldering new mitzvahs, and keep trying to understand Torah more, understand Torah deeper and better, and don't be surprised when you come away with a deeper and a better understanding of yourself. Never play chess on Rosh Hashana, never, never. But if you do, make sure you win.